Today I'm going to be clearing some more leaves. We neglected it around here last year, and it really affected the grass, and we didn't really collect them and just let them lay and messed up the grass pretty good. And we have some new grass where we redid a hill over here. This used to be all shrubs and junk, and we put in this retaining wall and spent a whole bunch of money trying to revitalize our lawn here. And we bought a new piece of equipment that you'll see for a little bit today, and just trying to do a better job of managing the leaves. And probably be the last time I need to do it this year. I spent quite a lot of time collecting leaves last month, but some of these trees here, especially those ones up there, really hold on to their leaves well into December. It's December 30th today, and I'm just gonna clear up what I can of that and collect it and just kind of grind it up in the mower and do all that. So let's begin. Man, I already got an injury. Oops. Okay, so you'll see what I determined. Over here's the leaf collection system that we have. It's a Cyclone Rake, and it's pretty awesome. It's a little bit scary to use on hills with our zero turn here, because you don't really only have the two wheels powering everything, and they tell you not even to really use it on hills, at least going sideways. Don't drive like this, go up, or maybe even says go down. But I've sort of learned the limit of what it can handle, and it's working pretty good. But you really got to be paying attention. And sometimes you just got to say, I feel myself losing control, and just let gravity do its thing, and maybe the back rotates out, because that trailer is like fixed. It doesn't have any kind of pivot. So you just sort of let it equalize to where it wants to be, and maybe back down the hill or whatever the situation may be. But overall, it's really great. It's a lot of fun to use. And you'll see me using it a bit here today. But what I learned is, because I was just using these when I started, and I noticed, like, oh, it's still pretty loud, or my ears hurt a little bit at the end of the day, because I'm on it quite a few hours. And I used a decibel meter and noticed that it's close to 100 decibels, and these only do maybe 25 reduction decibels. So that still leaves you with 75 decibels at best. And if you're wearing safety glasses or have any sort of lack of seal on there, that's maybe a decibel or two, just guessing, and of loss. So yeah, 75 decibels isn't the worst, but you do that for enough hours and every day, and there you go, you have hearing loss in the end. There's some interesting charts if you're ever curious. You don't quite realize just how easy it is to damage your hearing when you add it all up. So what I have been doing is I bought a, what are they called? Decibel defenders or something like that. And those work quite well. Of course, I can never find anything in my shop. I'm not good at keeping things at the same spot every day. But here's a pair of them. I bought 2 pairs. These apparently do, I want to say 31. I think officially they get like 27 or something like that, but The company claims a higher number, but I don't quite understand how that works. But I do think they are a little bit better. They defend a little bit more, and they're not expensive. So, you know, and I found them to be quite comfortable. So that's the best one, the highest reduction that I could find on the market. And then coupled with just, you know, this is really just for listening to music, but these earbuds do cut a couple of decibels. And I listen to some music. The wire doesn't really affect the seal around your ear. And, you know, I get to enjoy some music, get a few decibel reduction on this. Coupled with that, and my ears are feeling fine at the end of the day and not getting any ringing. So it seems to be working and protecting my hearing for the long term. You know, with the leaf blower, probably not that important, but to have, you know, this level. But hey, I got it here and I'm going to be wearing it later, so put it on now. So I'm going to start in this little spot right up on this hill. It's not worth getting the Cyclone Rake out for it. It's hard to get in here, so I'm just going to blow it into the woods. Well, I'm seeing it's not really blowing real well, so I'm actually going to just use the mower itself and take off the Cyclone Rake and blow it over. I think that'll give a better result, because these leaves are so small they just disappear down into the grass, and because I neglected it a little bit, it could use that. Now, part that sucks is that I have it in here the wrong way for my benefit. I'm going to take the back off and use that later. Let the glow plug glow. This is a diesel Kubota. Oh, I'm gonna have to put some fuel in it. There we go. Now, I came up with what I thought was a pretty clever idea to help put this on and off. I'll make a better solution down the line, but for this first season playing with it, this works quite well. Just get it up onto the first little thing to hold it. I had a hammer. Where'd that go? I'll just use something else hard. Now I can just drive it away, and it's less effort to plop that thing back on down the line. Okay. Okay. It's certainly a messy, makes the mower pretty messy. And I'm going to take a minute to put on a band-aid. You guys don't need to watch that. And put on some gloves. Ah, that's better. Okay, so everything's disconnected. Okay, that's much better. That really needed to be done. Now, a lot of this grass was non-existent. It was this mossy, whatever that is, lichen, whatever. But now there's a chance that maybe some crappy grass will take it on, and it's just sort of a back little area. It never gets good light, no matter what time of the year it is. But now it's cleared off and has a chance to do something. But over there's the big challenge for today. Problem is, you know, the hill is there's so much hill. Basically, you just got to blow it off, and some of that's new grass, so we're not really mowing it yet, or wanted to touch it with the mower. I tried to do it earlier this year and nearly killed myself, so it's just not ready. It's not, the ground isn't stable enough yet. So I'll blow it off with the leaf blower, get it somewhere where it can be collected, and my dad will mow that later today, hopefully, and either move the leaves over. They might just grind up and disappear, or get them to a place where maybe I can come by with the collector and suck it up and get rid of it. Yeah, right here's the job I don't want to do. My father and mother have figured this out over the years to cut this, and it's just a little bit too terrifying for me. You have barely enough traction. You have to go up and down the hill that direction, where you just lose all control. And could I do it? Yeah, probably, but I really don't want to. So my dad's home and has the time to do it. Running through. So I'm on leaf duty. That hill's no joke. Probably 40 degrees, closing in on 45. No, thank you. It terrifies me because it does let go, nowhere to go except walking. And that was one of the caveats that did lose traction. Just very skill back up and just go out into the grass runoff there. Okay, figure out how we want to do this. Realizing he's gonna cut all this, so why blow this out too? I wasn't expecting him to try cutting that grass, because originally we were gonna wait till next season. That was what he told me anyways, earlier this year when I tried to cut it, and it didn't go so well. But cut fine. I'm surprised. I really didn't expect it to want to go, and didn't look too terrifying. But you know, today's a really ideal day to do it. The ground is nice and dry, and being in the fall, you know, probably in the summer, you cut it on the right days, it's all good, but in the fall, it can be really mushy and soft and pretty concerning. I was scared of it myself, but we'll see. Need one of them fancy robotic ones that you just program, because they have such a low center of mass, because they're you know, no person on them. That would be awesome for that. Just tell it, hey, go cut that hill, and it just does it. Even if it was remote controlled, I'd love that. But as far as I know, they're about $1 bazillion, and can't justify that right now when this appears to work. But you know, long term, I think there's a better solution we'll have to think about. So you can see a lot of this grass. That was grass earlier today, but trying to cut it on this angle that we're at, it just rips it up, even as careful as you try to be, just because it's soft and the roots aren't all that deep. And a lot of this grass was replanted in, I believe, September, and being at the end of December now, you know, it's not really a good season for good grass growing, and at least for good stuff that will be really, you know, thick and secure. So it's got to be careful, but we think the benefits of, you know, doing this cut and clearing these leaves off and will be better than you know, being gentle to it for next year overall. So here we go. Okay. Should get us pretty well along now. Stay. Yo, dogs. Okay. Okay, it's that simple. That's empty. That way, this way, that way, and it turns right on. Haven't used it in quite a few weeks. think I didn't get the video. So disconnect that. You just open this and dump it. Quite a few clippings of grass on this one. Got the grass in the process. this for the season, so I'm gonna get on with that. I'm gonna clean this up here. Since I'm all done with this, I'm gonna blow off the tractor itself because I gotta keep things nice. Good enough. Oops. Out of the way. One of the problems I was having today is really I have a big gap right here, and this foam was working for a while, but what's really important is that it's got a good seal. They say it's not so important, Cyclone Rake company, but I disagree, because at least with the zero turn, the design of this, it'll even though it's good suction, and this just it just blows it everywhere. So I would have to respectfully disagree with that. So something I'll do for next season is create some kind of fitment that is much more rigid or really fits on there good and seals nice, because that makes this work so much better, because it can actually clog right here if the suction's not right, especially if it's wet or something. It can get clogged here and stuck, and it won't go at all. Or it'll just blow it out the front and things like that. Not all that big of a deal, but you know, it slows you down. And you know right away, you can see it's changing how it's working, and you know it's not performing as well. And I'll make a video on how you clean this up and put it away for the season. It's pretty straightforward. Oh, almost done. Okay, now the fun part. I'm gonna push all those leaves over there back into the woods and let them decompose. good. And that's it. Another day well spent. Wouldn't have it any other way. Till next time, everyone. I forgot to close. Oh God, I didn't close either of them, I think. Guess I should close them. Glad my dogs didn't run away. Yeah, they're well behaved. They would just run around and have fun anyways. I never closed this. Oops. It's not really a fair chase, but he tries.